Hey everyone, this is Poems with Friends. We are your hosts Megha and Anurag, and we have our guest tonight, Anshul, who is joining us for this lovely poetry discussion by Yeats. So, today's poem is The Stolen Child by W.B. Yeats, and we are going to read it and then close read it and try to feel something as always. ठीक है तो I'll just do a quick reading. Anurag and Anshul have never read this before. I have read this before, so let's see how many fresh perspectives we can get. ठीक है. The Stolen Child by W.B. Yeats. Where dips the rocky highland of Sluice Wood in the lake, there lies a leafy island where flapping herons wake. The drowsy water rats, there we've hid our fairy vats, full of berries and of reddest stolen cherries. Come away, O human child, to the waters and the wild, with the fairy hand in hand, for the world's more full of weeping than you can understand. Where the wave of moonlight glosses the dim grey sands with light, far off by furthest rosses, we foot it all the night, weaving olden dances, mingling hands and mingling glances, till the moon has taken flight. To and fro we leap and chase the frothy bubbles, while the world is full of troubles and anxious in its sleep. Come away, O human child, to the waters and the wild, with the fairy hand in hand, for the world's more full of weeping than you can understand. Where the wandering water gushes from the hills above Glencar, in pools among the rushes that scarce could bathe a star. We seek for slumbering trout and whispering in their ears, give them unquiet dreams, leaning softly out from ferns that drop their tears. O'er the young streams, come away, O human child, to the waters and the wild, with a fairy hand in hand, for the world's more full of weeping than you can understand. Away with us he's going, the solemn eyed. He'll hear no more the lowing of the calves on the warm hillside, or the kettle on the hob sing peace into his breast, or see the brown mice bob round and round the oatmeal chest. For he comes, the human child, to the waters and the wild, with a fairy hand in hand, for the world's more full of weeping than he can understand. Nice, yaar. I really like this poem. Any first feelings? What did you guys feel?
Unsettling.
Oh, interesting. Sagi. मतलब a feeling of fear or just
No, it's just a slightly, it's a quiet unease जैसा मतलब it's not entirely in your face, but there is some sense of dread that like the first
oh,
imagery is like it's
काफी interesting
it's
actually.
not fear.
No, it's very
I
interesting that you say
agree
dread.
actually.
Uh,
No, you said.
नहीं, I really find it interesting that you say dread क्योंकि इसकी एक particular interpretation है that people have, but we'll get to it. What were you saying? Your first feelings, Anurag?
No, I agree with Anshul. He put things into words. It's
Hmm.
very Stranger Things vibes. Like the world seems like कि थोड़ा कि edges पे कुछ हो रहा है और वो धीरे धीरे से आ रहा है मतलब कि वो है उसमें अजीब सा vibes.
right, right. हाँ, interesting, interesting. ठीक है. Uh, I think I also agree with the feeling of dread, but I think मुझे थोड़ा सा when I read it, I felt like a sort of magical escapism kind of feeling which I could relate to. Like that's why I liked it, especially the chorus of it. तो मुझे ऐसा लगा कि there is someone who is really sad and but who just wants to escape that sadness, which is something I also feel in personal life की बहुत ज़्यादा दुख होता है ना जब लाइफ में, then you're like, oh, I just want to escape this. तो मेरे को वो मैजिक लगा, but I definitely agree with you guys on the dread. ठीक है.
No, you're right. Ki I think second paragraph onwards, I do see that as like ki there's that gala aspect. Ki you are
Right.
it's like rage
Driving.
against the dying of the light gala feeling. Ki there is a lot of, it's not even gloom. It's just like very raw realism. Like the magic comes later, the realism comes first.
Oh, interesting. हाँ, I think you're making very interesting points. तो हम paragraph by paragraph, let's do a narrative study कि actually में हो क्या रहा है, and then we'll do we'll do more specifics. तो can you
I
just
just want to
read?
point out before I go in कि wow, this is I think the longest poem we have attempted. I'm like कि oh my god, this will be fun.
हाँ, मजा आएगा ना. ठीक है, let's
Definitely have
get
to more
get
than
right. Let's do first paragraph. We'll just discuss the narrative first, and then we'll go into details. Can someone read the first para?
Sure. Where dips the rocky highland of Sleuthwood in the lake, there lies a leafy island where flapping herons wake. The drowsy water rats. There we've hid our fairy vats, full of berries and of reddest stolen cherries. Come away, O human child, to the waters and the wild, with a fairy hand in hand, for the world's more full of weeping than you can understand.
Yeah, थोड़ा सा I would like to give some autobiographical background because यहाँ पे इस poem में if you see there's very specific names of places being used like Sleuthwood and Rosses and Glencar. तो ये जो Eats था ना, he used to like ये सब actual जगहें हैं Northern Ireland के पास, and Eats used to go there. There is a place called Sligo County where he spent his childhood days, and it was like a forest area, wilderness area. So he used to be very nostalgic about it because in his later life he वो आयरलैंड से चले गए थे वो लोग, उसके डैड कुछ तो पेंटर वगैरह थे, तो वो इंग्लैंड चले गए थे, लंदन चले गए थे थोड़े टाइम के लिए, सो दैट ही कुड अपनी वो पेंटिंग लाइफ मतलब फॉर हिज करियर, बेसिकली हिज फादर्स करियर, एंड देन लेटर ऑल्सो ही वॉज नॉट एबल टू कम बैक टू दैट प्लेस मतलब. तो देर इज़ अ सॉर्ट ऑफ नॉस्टैल्जिया इन यीट्स फॉर दैट प्लेस, उस लीगो काउंटी. उसको यीट्स से भी काफ़ी लोग रिलेट करते हैं, मतलब वहाँ पे वो बहुत फेमस है कि ईट्स को बहुत पसंद थी वो जगह. तो इवन इफ यू लुक ऑन गूगल मैप्स यू कैन एक्चुअली सर्च ऑल ऑफ दिस Rosses and Glencar. All of this are actual places in Sligo County.
Very interesting. Makes sense कि why, as he's trying to get the so-called human child to go away, he's going to his memories. Okay, what he thinks is the ideal childhood. It's quite interesting.
Right.
It's his. By the way, I just want to say I'll take away my Stranger Things things. It's so visual. I think I just keep imagining movies and shows, but I think it matches the vibe of Spirited Away a lot more. I think it's that fantasy जिसमें कुछ weird चीजें हुई हैं, but like
right.
I want one.
Actually that
I'm getting.
Go ahead. Anshul.
There used to be a cartoon I used to watch as a kid. I think it was called Heidi. If
Yes. Mountains पे Heidi used to live with her grandfather and वो grandfather थे मोटे से, वो कुछ bread
it was
खाते रहते
one time cartoon. Yeah, and like there were more people in her family on and off, but like what stood out to me was that you would usually be on her own when she would be out, and that is also kind of the feeling I get here when you told me the autobiographical side of it, that it seems to me that Yeats would go to these places on his own, like his imagination of that reflects that कि ऐसा नहीं कि मम्मी पापा के साथ पिकनिक पे जा रहे हैं,
right.
like you see that his way of spending time there.
Interesting, huh? Very interesting perspective. I think that's why it stayed in his imagination like a magical place. क्योंकि जब बच्चा अकेला होता है, then he imagines all of these magical things. Right, right, right. सही है. ठीक है. Actually, coming back to Anurag's point, it is very, very interesting that you take an example of Spirited Away, because I think if you look at this paragraph, uh, who is the speaker of this paragraph? I think that's a nice question to ask. Who do you think like is the speaker here? कि कोई इंसान है जो basically explain कर रहा है एक लैंडस्केप को, राइट? कि जहाँ पे रॉकी हाईलैंड डिप होता है, देयर आर फ्लैपिंग, वेयर देयर आर फ्लैपिंग हीरोन्स, देयर वी हैव हिड आवर फेरी वैट्स full of berries and red as stolen cherries. There is this speaker, and this speaker is basically addressing the human child, and they're asking the human child to come to the waters and the wild, right?
What is a fairy vat?
It's like a वो होता है ना, आई थिंक मेरे दिमाग में तो ये इमेज आई, वो जिससे वो पकड़ते हैं, बटरफ्लाइज वगैरह पकड़ते हैं, बट आई थिंक वी कैन
Like a big glass jar full of slightly magical things.
राइट राइट. ऐसा तो कुछ नहीं मिला.
The speaker तो is separate from Yeats, but why is it interesting to be compared to Spirited Away? Because Spirited Away is very first person story.
नहीं, because
This has a very third person perspective to it.
there is, मतलब जितना मेरे को अंडरस्टैंडिंग हुई, these are basically like mystical creatures. मतलब इस पूरे पोएम में there are these mystical creatures, maybe we can call them fairies, who are basically calling out to the human child. So they are the ones singing this chorus, na, कि come away, O human child, like come with us to the wild, and where all of these magical things are there, where flapping herons wake, etc., etc. So these mystical creatures are calling out to the human child, and they want to take him away with them to a magical place. But so that is a really nice, that can be seen as a nice thing also, because they are taking the human child to a magical place. But that can also be seen as like dreadful and sinister. तो स्पिरिटेड अवे में जैसे बहुत सिनिस्टर फीलिंग है, लाइक अंशुल सेड ड्रेड द फर्स्ट टाइम, तो दैट इज डेफिनेटली देयर कि ये फेरीज जो हैं ये बच्चे को अपने साथ क्यों ले जाना चाह रही हैं. देयर इज अ सॉर्ट ऑफ सिनिस्टर टोन देयर which I have read like in other interpretations also.
Where the wave of moonlight glosses the dim grey sands with light, far off by furthest rosses, we foot it all the night, weaving olden dances, mingling hands and mingling glances, till the moon has taken flight. To and fro we leap and chase the frothy bubbles, while the world is full of troubles and anxious in its sleep. Come away, O human child, to the waters and the wild, with a fairy hand in hand, for the world's more full of weeping than you can understand.
ठीक है, nice.
For me, it's the continuation of the previous feeling. Is there something extra there? Like, as in, it's continuity of the thing, right? Like,
राइट. इट्स लाइक अगेन योर वही जो डिस्क्रिप्शन है कि यहाँ पे बहुत ही ब्यूटीफुल चीज़ें हैं, ह्यूमन चाइल्ड, व्हाई डोंट यू कम विद अस. आई जस्ट फाउंड वन स्लाइट प्रोग्रेशन, मे बी इफ यू कॉल इट दैट, कि इनिशियली इट्स जस्ट अ डिस्क्रिप्शन, इट्स जस्ट अ वेरी विजुअल डिस्क्रिप्शन कि वहाँ पे वुड्स है, वहाँ पे रेडेस्ट स्टोलन चेरीज हैं, है ना, लाइक अ वेरी चाइल्डिश एंड विजुअल डिस्क्रिप्शन. बट नाउ वी आर गोइंग मोर इनटू लाइक व्हाई शुड यू कम to this beautiful place. So while the world is full of troubles and anxious in its sleep, from a fully visual description we are going into more like, oh, this world is actually so sad and dark and grey versus the other world that we are showing you. वैसा.
But that is also in the chorus only, right? For the world more full of weeping. Like, it's very on the nose already.
हाँ, you're right, it's in the chorus. मतलब if you just take
बट अगर हम उसको अलग कर दें तो उसमें ये हम धीरे धीरे स्टेप पे जा रहे हैं.
राइट मतलब इनिशियल वाला
So
डिस्क्रिप्शन
I
बहुत ही रोजी है एंड देन नाउ वी आर गेटिंग अ लिटिल डार्कर इन द डिस्क्रिप्शन आल्सो.
Yeah, I also feel like it is a lot more information than before. Firstly, the intent of exactly as Mika said, ki why I'm here, what is the purpose of this entire enterprise is a lot more clearer. Ki, uh, and you know, this is the first time we are doing action, or there's a call to action here, which is the dancing, and you know, till the moon has taken flight, till what will we be doing here is a lot more clear. It's not just an invite to come. It is also, you know, this is how we will
Right.
spend our time here, and what the state of mind will be is a lot clearer. And the imagery, I feel, has gotten a little more nuanced, like you said. Like the first imagery is like, again, it's like in broad strokes, but here there is a little bit of like the interplay of light, dim gray sands. Like there is still you know, like it's still like not a very rosy bright place,
Right.
right? So it's still night. It is not a the spirited away very fairy tale kind of a setting. It's not very rosy,
No,
but
I actually
you
like this that you point out this line also because मतलब जो फर्स्ट पैराग्राफ का डिस्क्रिप्शन है दैट इज अगेन अ वेरी लैंडस्केप का डिस्क्रिप्शन. इट्स इज एंटायरली लैंडस्केप डिस्क्रिप्शन. देयर आर नो पीपल हियर एज यू सेड कि इस पैराग्राफ में नाउ व्हेन यू आर देयर इन दैट प्लेस वहाँ पे वी do like there are people in that place also. We foot it all the night weaving olden dances, mingling hands and mingling glances. And actually this is also giving me a feeling of like that again sinisterness. Mingling is a very interesting word to use for hands के लिए mingling कौन use करता है. And mingling glances kind of seem like मतलब कुछ sinister चल रहा है क्या. तो it's
Oh, it's like that ritualistic sacrifice तो ना हो जाए अभी ऐसे कि कि डांस कर रहे हैं एकदम.
हाँ yeah, and it's very interesting कि it's still night. मतलब इस वाली इमेज में भी नाइट है. नाइट में लोग डांस कर रहे हैं like where the way of moonlight glosses. तो
Which
थोड़ा
is, हाँ, I'll point out कि quite creepy to suggest to a child. उसे child को बोलते हैं कि खेलो
yes
कूदो और बेड
yes
में सो जाओ. They are saying कि हम नाचेंगे, मून भी चला जाएगा,
moonlight
अंधेरा हो गया भाई और हम नाच रहे
right.
हैं. तुम shadows
I'm
dancing
not
कर.
entirely getting that sense of community celebration.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
like if there's some source of fire, you know, like then it feels a little more like, okay, it's a small nascent civilization somewhere, right? It is still very much in the wilderness. It
हाँ
doesn't feel very human. So I am also thoda reluctant to view it from those very anthropomorphic standards of कि अच्छा mingling hands मतलब कुछ naughty चल रहा है. I
हाँ
don't get
मतलब
that.
कि पता नहीं मिंगलिंग हैंड्स का कुछ भी मतलब हो सकता है बट आई थिंक यस आई एग्री टू द पॉइंट ऑफ कि बहुत ही सेलिब्रेटरी सेलिब्रेटरी फीलिंग तो नहीं है इसके अंदर. लाइक इट हैज अ लिटिल बिट ऑफ अ डार्क टच की कुछ तो चल रहा है. थोड़ा सा मैजिकल है बट थोड़ा सा मिस्ट्री है. यस आई थिंक द वर्ड दैट आई एम लुकिंग फॉर इज मिस्ट्री. देयर इज मैजिक बट देयर इज नॉट सेलिब्रेशन, देयर इज मिस्ट्री. ठीक है. Okay, let's go for third and then fourth, I think.
Where the wandering water gushes from the hills above Glencar, in pools among the rushes that scars could bathe a star, we seek for slumbering trout, and whispering in their ears, give them unquiet dreams. Leaning softly out from ferns that drop their tears over the young streams. Come away, O human child, to the waters and the wild, with a fairy hand in hand, for the world's more full of weeping than you can understand.
ठीक है. एक्चुअली इस पैराग्राफ के बारे में आई जस्ट वांटेड टू से कि देयर वाज समवन दैट आई वाज लिसनिंग टू बिफोर एंड दैट पर्सन सेड दैट this was actually a very real description of fishing. Basically he said where the wandering water gushes in pools among the rushes. So there are small pools which are made whenever there is water that is gushing. तो छोटे छोटे pools बन जाते हैं मतलब rocks के बीच में, and they are so small that they cannot even bathe a star. मतलब they are really small pools of water, and so there you sit to actually fish, and then you look for slumbering trout. And he said that whispering in their ears, matlab that is, he was like oh I am a fisherman and this is how I also look at fishing, कि तुम बस बैठे हुए हो and then you are just like trying to catch the fish. You are almost imagining yourself whispering in their ears, and then you will be sitting at the shore and you will be leaning out softly uh, from that shore. Like there will be ferns on the shore, let's say, and you are leaning softly out from those ferns because you're like little bit hiding in the bushes when you're fishing. So he basically said that this is a very real description of fishing, which I found really interesting because it ties back to the fact that Yeats spent his childhood there, and he is painting a picture which is like a very real picture of something. Like from fantasy land, we have gone to like a very real picture of fishing. Matlab, it's a little bit fantasized, but still it is like a very specific thing that he's doing there.
Wait, मतलब I really
Lot of-
this description I really like क्योंकि I mean to actually look at it from a literal fishing perspective is very interesting, but this is very creepy if you read it, because here the trout is the nature and the pseudo nature is saying कि and धीरे धीरे रिवीलिंग क्या होता है ना कि डीमन अपना वो धीरे धीरे वो टेंटिकल्स फैलाता है कि अब हम ऐसा करेंगे और कि मतलब बेचारी
राइट
मछली जो चिल मार रही थी अपना अब हम उसके मर्डरर्स बन गए हैं.
Definitely. I think whispering in their ears, giving them unquiet dreams. This is like really sinister.
Yeah.
I totally agree.
But I just feel that this also reflects a little bit more of that. Because by the virtue of you coming from that weeping world and in this nice place that you are celebrating for being magical, you're also being a little bit of a colonialist, like you're also bringing that unquiet with you here.
Interesting. That's actually a very interesting perspective. Because you are exiting that world in which you are so sad and depressed, you are actually bringing that here to the magical. That's actually a very interesting point, which makes me think matlab, when I read this poem, I instantly related with it because this is like मतलब वो है इस पोएम में थोड़ा वैसा फीलिंग है कि अपने ही दुख के बारे में रोते रहो बहुत ज़्यादा एंड दुख को ही रोमांटिसाइज कर लो कि तुम्हें दुख इतना है कि तुम उसे रोमांटिसाइज कर ले रहे हो एंड देन यूर लाइक ओ आई जस्ट वांट टू एस्केप टू अ मैजिकल फेयरी वर्ल्ड. But if let's say I am Yeats and I am writing this poem and I am so sad and I want to just escape to an imaginary fairy world, but even when I am thinking of that escape or even when I'm imagining that escape, I am somehow like coloring it with that sorrow कि जो मेरे अंदर है वो दुख और वो सॉरो से ही वो उस एस्केप को मैंने कलर किया क्योंकि मेरे अंदर खुद ही इतना दुख है कि वो निकल ही नहीं पा रहा. इवन इफ व्हेन आई एम इमेजिनिंग एन ऑल्टरनेट वर्ल्ड, दैट ऑल्टरनेट वर्ल्ड इज एक्चुअली colored with that depression. That's very
And what more interesting, again, adding to this, I feel like the child is actually not aware of the weeping, right? Like there's the refrain is that this is a person who has seen the world more than the child has and is feeling a little protective of the child. Okay, you have a little more of your bachpan, like stay in that bubble a little bit more, let me indulge in your escapism before you actually are as aware as I am about the weeping world, right?
Right.
So
yes.
Oh, that's such a good perspective. Ki child actually, to be honest, is not sad. The narrator is. And the narrator is
the child
legitimately polluting the child. before the time of the child comes.
That's
And
an
with
interesting question,
exactly the
actually.
opposite.
Like, who do you think the child
I,
refers to? Matlab.
I think the child just refers to that humanity, right? Like I can imagine that feeling. If, for example, my neighborhood kids come और वो चिट आ रहे होते हैं, I'm like, ये बच्चे बेचारे अभी इन्हें पता नहीं है डिप्रेशन क्या होगा कि ये सब क्या होगा कि खुशी है इनके जिंदगी में छोटी छोटी चीजों को लेके. So I think it's a I don't see it's a very I guess it's a universal sentiment कि when you see someone very not like slightly untouched कि अपने उनके चल रहा है उनका तो और ये इंसान मतलब एकदम he's not even हाँ कि overprotective feeling है as Anshul said कि but actually he's not caring for the child. He's actually actively destroying the child's childhood.
Actually, मुझे ऐसा लगा कि मतलब this is just my personal reading of it कि I thought that the child referred to मतलब Yeats himself, that I am addressing my own inner child. मुझे ऐसा लगा कि let's say I am someone who is, because Yeats was, maybe it's because of the autobiographical stuff that I've read, that Yeats was very वैसा इंसान था वो कि मतलब उसको रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी लेना उतना पसंद नहीं था. तो when he was growing up, like when he was in his 20s, that time Ireland was going through some political unrest. Basically, they wanted to detach themselves from the British Empire and become Ireland independent country, है ना. तो Yeats was like initially very full of nostalgia, and his whole perspective on life was कि मैं ये सब ब्यूटी मिस कर दे रहा हूँ, जो मेरे आयरलैंड की ब्यूटी थी, जो मेरे स्लीगो काउंटी की ब्यूटी थी, वो मैं मिस कर दे रहा हूँ. एंड ही वॉज नॉट वेरी इंटरेस्टेड इन टेकिंग एक्शन. इनफैक्ट उसको एक बंदी से प्यार हो गया था, मॉड गॉन करके, जो बहुत ज़्यादा पॉलिटिकल एक्टिविस्ट टाइप की थी. बट ये पॉलिटिकल एक्टिविज्म नहीं करता था, इसीलिए वो इसको रिजेक्ट करती रहती थी कि भाई तुम कुछ करते तो नहीं. तो
I get it. I get the perspective. But even if you're talking to yourself, like think about it. If it's essentially you are going back in time and you are like, oh, me, the 40-year-old relatively younger me, now let me go back and tell them धीरे धीरे कि मैंने क्या सहा. मतलब कि तुम तो थोड़ा ग्रूमिंग कर रहे हो ना उस इंसान को कि वो इंसान को तुम नर्चर नहीं कर रहे. यू आर नॉट सेइंग कि ओ मैंने इतना दुख देखा है तुम इधर जाओ उधर जाओ. तुम यू आर नॉट डूइंग दैट. यू आर लाइक एक अब्यूज्ड के जो वुमेन है और उसने अपना चाइल्ड लिया और अपने चाइल्ड को बोल रही है कि देखो दुनिया में इतना बुरा होता है. ये तो थोड़ा ट्रॉमा डंपिंग वाली फील आ रही है मुझे.
हाँ, एग्जैक्टली. नो, यू आर एब्सोल्युटली राइट. बेसिकली व्हाट यू आर सेइंग इज कि जो नरेटर है या जो राइटर है इस पोएम का, whoever is the voice of the poem, the poet, he is himself not so matured ना कि वो मैच्योर बातें कर सके. जैसे जब हमने मैरी ओलिवर की कुछ पोएम्स पढ़ी थी, वी सॉ दैट शी हैड अ स्पेसिफिक मदरली वॉइस which would come in some paragraphs कि she would soothe herself. She would say something very wise कि we cannot do such things in love of this kind, ये वो. तो there was a child part of her and then there was a motherly adult part of her. What you are saying is कि ये जो narrator है इसमें कोई adult part ही नहीं है. ये child को pollute कर रहा है. मतलब whatever that child is, that child may be the self or not. You are saying the narrator himself is not very like balanced about his feelings. He is just
हाँ जब से अंशुल ने बोला है कि ये तो ऐसे कैसे कर सकता है और तब से मैं तो पूरा कलर्ड हूँ. कर कैसे सकता है यार कि एंड मतलब which is I think the strength of the poem कि maybe Yeats wanted to show that self awareness. But हाँ कि
I think I do relate it thoda to a motherly protective instinct. Like typically in my childhood, what has happened is like my mother has been a little more like avoiding making me worldly wise or letting me fail, right? Whereas my father has a little bit more like karke seekhoge kind of a perspective. So I do get that. And even when you asked earlier, like who do you think is the narrator here, like I seen it a little more as a fairy godmother, right? Like there are other fairy creatures And maybe now that you mentioned that this is Irish folklore, right? The imagery of like it is a lot more rooted in the cultural, like, because I feel this was not part of the English British imagination as much as it is part of the Irish folklore.
Yes, yes, you're absolutely right. And Yeats was quite obsessed with Irish folklore. He used to go around collecting Irish folklore and translating it to English. तो वो fairies की stories, और he was actually very interested in occult, fairies, occult. So that is why this thing is very, a lot of it is there in his poetry.
Last paragraph.
Interesting.
I want to see the end of this.
I think last is the most interesting. Away with us he's going, the solemn-eyed. He'll hear no more the lowing of the calves on the warm hillside, or the kettle on the hob. Sink peace into his breast, or see the brown mice bob round and round the oatmeal chest. For he comes, the human child, to the waters and the wild, with the fairy hand in hand, for the world's more full of weeping than he can understand.
I think
Lowing का मतलब
Obviously,
क्या
the
होता है?
first
What is
thing-
lowing of the calves? I hope it's not murder and all. मुझे तो बस वो लग रहा है कि उनको वापस बुला लिया घर.
I thought it's their what they speak, like their like the calves are lowing, the sounds they make.
वो मुझे भी वही लग रहा है. जो बढ़िया. But I think what were you saying, Anurag, ki, like, what do you make of this last paragraph? There is beauty in the real world.
ये मुझे तो बहुत ही ऐसा लग रहा है सेल्फ अवेयर कि दिस इज हाउ कि एजेंडा कि in the whole thing ultimately I have completely after reading and discussing etc मेरे को तो एकदम बहुत ही पोएम ऐसा लग रहा है towards the idea कि हर किसी का एजेंडा है कि नेचर उधर भी था नेचर उधर भी था one is losing out on here one is losing out on here but the fairies the godmother that Anshul is saying उनका प्रोपेगेंडा है कि हमारी तरफ आओ दुनिया हमारी तरफ अच्छी है छी छी वो तो बहुत बुरी है and these things that we do हम थोड़ी बुरी चीजें करेंगे but of course it's worth the nature and all and मतलब कि तुम कट ऑफ करे ना एक इंसान को you can say कि ब्यूटी उधर भी है इधर भी है there is not like it's a very divisive poem deliberately creating sowing of discontent.
I think पता नहीं मतलब मुझे उतना strong divisiveness नहीं फील हुआ जितना तू कह रहा है मतलब that is a perspective. I felt that it was more like a कि जब when you decide to leave something, let's say I am doing a corporate job and then I think that oh this is a shitty thing to do and I should do something else, but let's say when I have one foot out the door then I suddenly start seeing beauty on this side also because I already have one foot out the door and I am already thinking of leaving वैसा the door and it has a very domestic feeling to it. Basically you are comparing the magical world with the domesticity of the kettle on the hob sink peace into his breast or see the brown mice bob round and round the oatmeal chest. तो उसमें बहुत घर और domesticity वाली feeling आती है. तो it almost feels like the author wants to escape to a fantasy world but then he also realizes कि मैं अभी comfortable हूँ अपनी life में, right? So I have to give up that comfort if I want to escape into a magical world. वैसा लगा मुझे तो.
Much more benign in interpretation. What did you think? What did you think?
It is benign, like it is putting it on a slightly more equal footing. Like earlier when the imagery was deep for the fairyland, it felt like okay this is like he's preferring that in some way, like you know, like that needs to be like the reader needs to have that imagery to understand that. But here it is also that there's whatever romanticization you were ascribing to that, you would also be able to ascribe it here then, because he is spending the same amount of words on that this as well. He's not dismissing it. Like at least in the writing there is no value judgment that you can get from just the description and the grounding itself.
Right, and he's not dismissing it. That's a very interesting point. He's describing it in a very beautiful way still. कि मतलब जो rhyme scheme है, जो meter है, lowing of the calves on the warm hillside, मतलब there is still a beauty that he's giving to this part of his life also. ठीक है. I think हमने narrative to discuss.
Interesting, but I know कि we are probably slightly over time, etc. But कि so to me it feels like Yeats is self-aware about the fact that even though he wants to go into this fantasy land, etc., there is a value judgment, right? Like, because if this side of the nature is the same, but the child is still being pushed into moving. Child was not moving to the like the fact that if all of it was coming from a child or Yeats as a child and the later version, I would be like, okay, that is such a cute poem. But like, someone is still moving that child from that because they still fundamentally believe that the world is full of weeping, despite this nature, despite whatever. This side of the world is fundamentally not good, and he cannot understand this. So we will move him to a place where he is safe. Like, it has very think of the children vibes.
हाँ नहीं, you are absolutely
I cannot
right.
take off that feeling.
सही बोल रहे तू कि there is a sort of judgment because in it मतलब away with us he is going, ये एक declaration कर दिया गया that he is going. There is no open question left there कि whether he is going or whether he is not going. He is going. And the point that you said that the world is full of weeping and so you must go to this magical world actually reminds me of the fact कि मतलब because Yeats used to in his real life used to believe a lot in occult and fairy tales and he got involved in this occult order भी था जो लोग seances वगैरह करते थे उसमें भी वो काफ़ी इन्वॉल्व हो गया था तो basically someone asked him that do you really believe in all of these things like all of this occult stuff and this do you really believe in it and he said that मैंने actually लिख के रखा है क्योंकि बहुत सही चीज़ थी I think it's somewhere. He said that they have helped me to hold in a single thought reality and justice. So what you said कि he really believes that this world is full of weeping and the child has to go into a magical world is something that is very autobiographically true because he was not able to make sense of the world. He was really sad about what was happening in it. And so he did take that decision of finding comfort in the occult and the magical.
But on the other hand,
I think it's a little more than taking comfort in the occult. It's also very clearly that if I don't do this, there is a lot of cognitive dissonance that's happening that I cannot live with.
Right.
It is a little far more existential than taking comfort. And I think I also see that in the last paragraph now that yes, there is weeping and yes, there is beauty. And this is a decision that I feel I have struggled to make. So I don't want the child to make that decision, right?
Right.
That I'm deciding on behalf of the child to steal him into this fairy world because I struggled with this myself.
Yes, that's I 100% agree with it. Makes me because I was also thinking about the fact that I am personally reading this poem as like Yeats writing from his inner child. मतलब a person who is very sad and who is romanticizing his sadness and writing from that perspective. So I got the question कि why would he write about the stolen child? Why not the lost child? Why not the child who ran away? So it is कि he does not want to take that decision because taking that decision is also a very heavy decision. तो ही इज़ लाइक कि कोई मुझे चुरा के फेरीज ही मुझे चुरा के ले जाएं इस वर्ल्ड में से सो दैट आई डोंट हैव टू बियर द बर्डन ऑफ एक्चुअली टेकिंग दैट डिसीजन तो इट्स इवन मतलब it's like going one step further in shrugging off all your responsibility. Yeats is a extremely escapist person.
मतलब मेरे को तो ऐसा लग रहा है कि To me, Yeats is not saying कि occult is good and वहां पे आ जाओ, कि he's not yearning for it.
Right.
He is saying कि there will be people like the occult people who will be like आ जाओ, उनसे भी बच के रहो क्योंकि वो भी चीजें छुपा रहे हैं, कि वो
Right.
मतलब वो कम उधर की चीजें are they showing it worse than they are showing their things better than it is, and just be mind like it's a very कि जागते रहो ग्राहक वाली मेरे को थोड़ी वाइब्स आने लग गई हैं इस पोएम में से थोड़ी.
You are leaning more towards self-awareness rather than romanticization of mystery. You are like कि ये
हाँ,
सब जो
for
बन रहे
some
हैं वो
reason and
awareness.
I can see the interpretation क्योंकि that slumbering like बहुत सारे जो interpretation है मेरी I can see them being neutral but somehow मेरे को उसमें बहुत ज्यादा बुराई दिख रही है.
हाँ नहीं, बुराई तो हमें भी
हाँ
दिख रही है, सही बात है. बुराई क्यों है डाली है उसने? उसने सेल्फ अवेयरनेस की वजह से डाली है उसने, इफ लाइक सिनिसिज्म ऑफ एवरीथिंग की वजह से डाली है, या उसने रोमांटिसाइजेशन की वजह से डाली है, वो पता नहीं.
So I do feel कि yeah, there is blatant cynicism of the world, but he's not using that as an excuse to paint a very rosy picture of the occult, because there is the sense that there will be scarcity, you will have to hunt for your food. It's not for creature comforts that you're coming here.
Right.
And
Right.
like same imagery you would also see in other ways in which this different, it's not just an escapist conceptualization. जैसे there's that movie बर्फी, उसमें that song आशियाँ, like ख्वाबों के तिनकों से जल बनाया आशियाँ. So there is that sense of that it does require work, it will be something you build for yourself. It is not just okay deciding it's not a simple pleasure, right? It is also labor.
Agreed. He's acknowledging complexity and the difficulty of that other world also, and he's also acknowledging the creature comforts here. That मतलब double underlines the point here also ना, कि उसने जाते जाते भी acknowledge किया कि यहाँ के warm hillside और यहाँ के cattle on the hop तुम्हें छोड़ने पड़ेंगे. तो he's aware of all of that dimensions of the decision. I think yes, I agree.
So then actually there is a choice कि the narrator is not giving a choice. Narrator ने child को सारे choices दे दिए कि देखो ये magical world है, लेकिन इसमें बुराइयां भी हैं, etc etc, and the child is willingly coming here कि तुमने उसको दुनिया दिखा दी. Oh, is it what you're saying?
No, I think the import to the child and import to the reader are very different. Child को I'm not ascribing that much agency abhi, because that I feel is being taken away from the child. Like it's not the child who wandered, the child who got lost. It is very much stolen. But at the same time, so I started thinking of this when I read that line solemn-eyed. Why is the child solemn-eyed? Like, is this some translation artifact? Is this that Old English made had a different meaning? So that does tell me that there is some feeling that the child has about this, which may not be very all happy-go-lucky. But at the same time,
but you are also justifying to the audience कि separation है कि तुमने उससे ले ली, but तुम justify कर रहे हो audience को कि why is your decision good?
हाँ, exactly, yes. कि I like now that you see it from the perspective of Yeats's justification of believing in the occult, that there is a defense of that here as well, that I am doing that to protect the child, and that is where my moral licensing is coming from. Yeah, I feel like I am doing a good thing, because without doing that good thing, there is a huge cognitive dissonance that happens. So it's not that I am, it almost is like lesser of two evils. This is a better way of going back into the real world.
Okay, I get it.
ठीक है. I think Any specific favorite line or images or I think rhyme तो इसमें बहुत clear ही है and it's used to use a lot of rhymes जो A B rhyme तो वो use कर रहा है which gives this poem a very sing song feeling which is I think really good because थोड़ा सा उसमें fairy और rhyme बच्चों की rhyme वाली feeling आ जाती है. But if you have any specific images or favorite lines that you want to discuss, then we can do that. Actually,
मेरे पास
interesting
तो है
fact is,
अंशुल तुम बताओ
sorry.
सॉरी
एक very interesting fact, I was just Googling while our Zoom was acting up. So this chorus, and this is actually my favorite because मेरे को तो बहुत ही पसंद आया ये chorus. That is one of the main reasons why I bought this poem. And this chorus was actually also used in एक स्टीवन स्पीलबर्ग की मूवी थी ना AI जिसमें एक बच्चा होता है जो रोबोट होता है और फिर उसको रियल बनना होता है एंड दिस कोरस इज यूज्ड इन दैट मूवी आल्सो लाइक ये मुझे नहीं पता था आई जस्ट गॉट टू नो एंड दिस कोरस हैज बीन सेट टू म्यूजिक बाय मेनी ऑर्केस्ट्रास आल्सो ये जो पोयम और कोरस है आई डिडंट रियलाइज
हाँ मतलब आई एग्री कि दिस राइमिंग एंड दिस repetition definitely gives this a very I think to me it changes from a poem feel to a saga feeling कि जैसे मैं महाभारत पढ़ रहा हूँ types
राइट
तो
राइट
I get that but मतलब मेरी line favorite actually ये नहीं है तो मैं अंशुल से एक बार पता करना चाहता हूँ कि what did
I
you
think
like?
both of my, like, one is the line that made me think the most, and the other is which I was very curious about the word choice from a very literary perspective. Both are in the third paragraph. What I thought the most about was give them unquiet dreams. From like how it relates to the meaning of the poem. Is it mischief? Is it evil? Like I spent way more time thinking about this line than any other part of the poem. And from a literary perspective, this fourth line in this same paragraph, that scars could bathe a star. Like it's like, why would you pick a star? Like as in bathing a star would, the whole water in the world is not enough for that. So if you have to like just from a very literary perspective, the imagery of the scarcity of a very small pool in the rush among the rushes and compared against, like, is it just the reflection of a star? Like it was very I had to imagine a lot of things for this line. So
Thank you for bringing it back. I think हाँ कि ये मेरा भी I agree कि ये scars could bathe a star was such a कि तुम्हारा पूल इतना छोटा है तुम किसी से भी कंपेयर कर ले तो तुमने इतनी gigantic gaseous giant से कंपेयर किया तो it's a very interesting choice.
I just want to say कि maybe there is some confusion about that. I felt कि scars could bathe star was not taking the water and bathing the star. It's like reflection of a star. Not the pool cannot hold the reflection of the star. So it is such
No,
a
I got that when you said it, but when I read it, there was
right. Yeah. I also agree. I think if I had not heard that other guy describe it properly, like a description of fishing, I was also very confused about this paragraph because we don't have that experience in our real lives of fishing and of looking at all of these things. तो वो एकदम से माइंड के लिए इमेजिन करना मुश्किल हो जाता है कि like you can't even this part I was not able to imagine before he explained it from ferns that drop their tears over the young streams. So I was like, how do
ये
I
actually
hold
मेरी
this in my
favorite
head?
line है क्योंकि this is maybe मतलब मैंने पढ़ी हो ना पढ़ी हो but for after a long time maybe ever I'm seeing कि this tears and young etc are creating such a vibe कि when I read the sentence is about the ferns but I when I read it still for the trout somehow कि मतलब मैं उस trout के vibe में हूँ एकदम और कि पता नहीं कि this tears I somehow reflected back into trouts and not ferns.
Interesting.
Justice for the cloud. Hashtag
like the true bechara people in the story. उनकी तो कोई नहीं पढ़ना.
This is such a romantic paragraph actually. Even if it's a if it's a description of fishing, it's like such a romantic description of fishing. कि मतलब क्या fishing नहीं हो गया, क्या हो गया पता नहीं. सही है.
This was actually a very surprisingly dense paragraph.
ठीक है. और कुछ I think I also had this screenshot, but I'll just send it on chat because we are over time. Which is, or do any of you want to read it as a closing remark instead of the poem? Like, do you want to read the
हाँ,
poem?
पोएम तो बहुत लंबी है, फिर से नहीं बैठ सकते हो. Okay,
I
very
think
long.
we can be done with the poem. There is this screenshot that I took of something Yeats had said about, like, because a lot of his poems have all of this Irish folklore and he used to believe in all of this stuff. So people used to ask him that, तुम फेयरी लैंड में रहना चाहते हो, मतलब तुम बिलीव करते हो क्या ये वो. And his stand on that, like how he believed कि जो real world में लोग हैं वो शायद illusion में है. तो I found it really interesting. We can read that as closing, I think. So,
Let me read it.
hmm.
Nor has any poet I have read of or heard of or met with been a sentimentalist. Oh, this is what Yeats is saying, is it?
Yeats is saying.
Yeah.
Okay. The other self, the anti-self or the antithetical self, as one may choose to name it, comes but to those who are no longer deceived, whose passion is reality. The sentimentalists are practical men who believe in money, in position, in a marriage bell, and whose understanding of happiness is to be so busy, whether at work or at play, that all is forgotten but the momentary aim. They find their pleasure in a cup that is filled from Leith's wharf, and for the awakening, for the vision, for the revelation of reality, tradition offers us a different word: ecstasy.
Leith is the river of forgetfulness. So a cup that is filled from Leith's wharf is like a cup of forgetfulness. So Yeats believed that the people who are believing in money, in a marriage, and who just want to live moment to moment and forget about everything else are the people who are sentimental and are the people who are living in an illusion fairy world. It's like I am not living in the illusion and fairy world. These people are living in an illusion.
I love the fact that like he's using the like difference between pleasure and ecstasy as like the differentiator here, and also I get a little bit of the sense जैसे religion is the opium of the masses का parallel कि
Right.
being practical or being worldly, capitalism as indoctrination is opium of the masses, and it keeps you in this hedonistic treadmill, all those. So a lot of these philosophical ideas seem to be converging here, even if they're not phrased this way.
Right.
And it's like existential in that sense that I am just examining my life a little more.
Right.
So how is it sentiment?
Right. हाँ, उसको
I think he's
sentiment.
also very much classifying poetry, and I think in general, maybe as an extension, artists, as ki they have a higher aim. They are not detached from the world. He's not just talking about himself. He's like saying कि भाई मेरी पूरी poet जाति
Right.
is like real. कि they are the true realists.
Yeah, they are the thinkers.
They are the thinkers.
हाँ, और मतलब ये काफी strong views हैं for a man who was literally actively involved in occult societies. Like मैं reality में जी रहा हूँ guys. तुम लोग तुम हो sentimental. मैं नहीं हूँ. क्या self confidence है. ठीक है. I think I really enjoyed this discussion, and we can do more Yeats, but I think I like the sentimental Yeats more. As he grew older, his poems became more rational, which I don't like so much. But let's see, we can do one more Yeats poem from when he was older in the next session maybe.
Let's do it. We only mostly do modern poets. This is like deeping एकदम जा रहे हम 400 साल पहले या 300 साल, I don't know कितने साल पहले था ये.
कब
200
हुआ था
साल.
World
I have no clue.
World War के पास, First World War कब था.
Oh, 100 years. काफी fast था. And makes sense. English समझ भी आ गया.
Irish troubles. This was a long time ago.
ठीक है.
But yeah, thank you so much for inviting me. This was
Thanks,
amazing.
Anshul. It
I
was
had no
really
idea.
beautiful discussing with you. Really, very मेरे को तो
मजा ही.
हाँ, मजा आ गया.
हाँ एकदम मजा आ गया कि एकदम स्टार्टिंग से ही कि एकदम मेरा तो पर्सपेक्टिव काफी सेटल हो गया. आई थिंक बहुत ट्रायल एंड एरर करके मेरे को ऐसे थॉट्स पे आना पड़ता, थोड़ा एफर्ट लगता. काफी आसान हो गया पूरा प्रोसेस.
Nice. ठीक है. Thanks everyone, and let us know if any of you want to join us for a discussion. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
बाय बाय.